Hello and welcome. This is Greg, and if you are in search of how to live life on your terms, you are in the right place. We're going to get started here in just a few seconds. Looks like we have still quite a few people streaming in, and I want to make sure that everybody gets to listen to this information from the start. So I'll be back in just about 15-20 seconds, and we'll talk to you then. Okay, I don't want to waste anybody's time, and I want to get started really quickly. So this is me, actually. This picture was taken in El Nido, Palawan, one of my favorite places in the world. It was on my bucket list. I traveled a lot to the Philippines for work and heard a lot about it. I Googled all the time and looked at the pictures and said, man, I need to get there. So I've been back multiple times. I love the place. I'm making friends. Anyway, it's all part of, how you want to live your life. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's talk about getting the most out of this webinar. I know you have a lot of distractions, so please eliminate those. I am going to offer a really awesome bonus for those that stay to the end. It's a product. It's one of my best sellers. It's valued at $27, or at least that's what I sell it for. But the information is it's video based. It shows you how to do something very effectively to make money online. So hopefully you stay to the end, and I can send that to you. So, but let's talk about what we're going to cover in today's webinar. So first, I'm going to show you how to do things a better way. I don't know where you are in your station in life and what your goals are, but I think, as we get through the webinar, we'll figure that out together. You can create no-cost income. I know that sounds crazy, but others are doing it, and I'm going to show you case studies of those that are doing it and actually really live in a stress-free life, which is, to me, is the way to go through life. I'm going to share with you the tools that I use and provide you some example sites. So this is going to be, I'm going to be switching out of this PowerPoint presentation and going live, well, not live, but because I'm already live, but go to the sites and look at those real time. And then, as I mentioned, a bonus for staying to the end. This picture, I'll just give you a little background. This picture was taken from the charter boat that I took. It's dirt cheap to get your own boat, and I made a friend basically went island hopping in Palawan, El Nido specifically. Love that place, as I mentioned before. But I mean, the sights, the water, it was just awesome. So who am I, and why should you listen to me? That's a picture of me trying to look cool. Let me know if you think I did. All right, so I was climbing the corporate ladder for 23 years, and I discovered the ladder was leaning on the wrong wall. That's rough because I spent a lot of time, chasing after what I thought was what I wanted to do in life. I started my own company, then I sold it, and then there's an interesting story. The IRS was unhappy with me. What I did, and I sold the business for a decent amount of money. And what I did, I was $186,000 in debt at the time. So I paid off my debt, and then I took the rest of the money, which was more than that 186, and invested it. I ran an S corp, and the advice I got from my accountant and from my financial planner was go ahead. I can't remember if it was a SEP fund or a KEO fund. But I pretty much invested all of it in I was getting an amazing return. And so that I was about a year into it. Life was great, making good money. My money was working for me. But what I found out is that I could not do that tax deferred unless I paid myself at least $10,000 on payroll from my company, which I didn't. I just took money as I needed it and dealt with the taxes at the end of the year. So what happened is all that money that I invested was taxable, or actually, the full amount of the money was taxable. So the IRS came after me and they wanted me to write a check. So I pretty much had to take all that money out and write a check to pay for that. So I was basically starting from beginning. But what I found is I realized I was unemployable. I didn't want to work for the man, so to speak. I set up a consultant company under that same S corporation, and I contracted with other consultant firms that needed my skill set. When my skill set at the time was BPO and call centers and how to run those efficiently, and so I would go in, re-engineer workflows, help with with the customer experience, with running the operations efficiently. Subsequently, what happened is I did it internationally. So I got to live and work in Malaysia, the Philippines, India, Brazil, UK, and Scotland. And I discovered what the world had to offer. I just love going and visiting and working in those environments, tasting the food, meeting the people, getting immersed in the culture. I got divorced because I was gone more than I was home. We're still friends, but I no longer live directly with my family, which sucks. But I try to do the best, and they're part of my why and what drives me. So I've been building my business using simple tools. I'm going to share with you how you can build a business with no cost. I'm going to show you some tools that you can build with no cost, and I'm going to show you some tools that I use because I want to build faster. I discovered that my online business could fund my fund. So what I mean by that is, and I'm going to show you some examples of what some other people are doing, but I found out that I could go do the things that I wanted to do, and I wouldn't have to worry about income because I created these income streams online that helped me fund what I was doing, what I wanted to do. So what does this mean for you? And that's the important part, right? Because you're here, and I would imagine you're here because for a variety of different reasons. But I want you to live life on your terms. So the question I have to ask you is what is your destination? By the way, this is a picture of my two daughters down at my oldest daughter's college. So basically, if you see these pictures, they all kind of say the same thing. I wanted to create the lifestyle that I wanted for myself, and my why was what drove me to it. So my kids, traveling to cool places, that was all very important to me. This is a picture of my youngest daughter and I. We rented a wave runner in North Carolina, had a blast. This is her. This is the same girl. Not that long after playing volleyball. And look at her, man. I mean, you blink and these kids grow up so fast. And this is a picture of island hopping. I was actually eating lunch and took a picture of that. That was me taking that picture of that view. So, this is cool. And I would imagine that, I don't know, you might be in a 9-to-5 job in a cubicle and that's just killing you, sucking the life out of you. Wouldn't you like to flip it? And, and I'm not saying that, you want to travel. I'm not saying that at all. You might just want to get out of the doldrums and, make some extra cash so you have the ability to do other things. So, what I need to know is who you are and what do you want. I'm going to walk through. These are some of the pictures that I took. We were visiting a lagoon area. So I wanted to travel. I want to travel and I want to have fun and visit new sites. But that might not be for you. You might want to just get out of the 9-to-5 grind. And let's face it, there's nothing 9 to 5 anymore. It's more like 8:30 to 6 for everybody. And you need to know what your why is. And these are my two daughters. They're growing up fast. but I have to help them. I have to get them. I want to, I want to get them into the colleges that they wanted to go to. I want to, I want to support them. I want to take them on cool vacations because they like to travel too. So, but how do, the question you might ask is, but how do I do that, Greg? Well, I got some good information for you. It's not as complicated as you might think. But what you need to do is you need to start something that you are passionate about and then monetize it. So let me show you a few examples. So I'm going to switch and go over to a new screen. So give me a second. Okay. So if you notice, I am on YouTube. This individual, Christian LeBlanc, he actually graduated from a fairly decent school. And by the way, I know all this information because I've watched his videos, and he's getting better and better and better. But, let me show you. Look at this. He has 134,386 subscribers. And what he does, I'm sorry, let me step back. So he graduated from college, went to work, I don't know how many years, for a firm in Vancouver. But he realized, and he did it sooner than I did, but he realized that his ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. And he made a conscious effort and he changed it. So what he did is he basically quit his job, packed up, and went to Thailand. And that now he travels all over. But now let's get to this. So he has 134,000 and some odd subscribers. And what he does is he travels around and he just vlogs the sights and sounds with his commentary of what's going on. His videos are pretty good. They're getting better. And now, if you notice this right here, he's actually going after and trying to make try to do some good with his influence, because he's got influence now. But, he's got, if you look at this, all right, 3 months ago, he loaded this up and look at that, 704,000 views. So he's got his site here monetized, and he's making money. But what he's also done, let me just show you this other site. This is his site, which is basically, picks up on where YouTube leaves off. And, he's selling himself. And he's got a donate button to help fund. But he also has merchandise. And so he's basically turning this into a business. Let me show you another one. This guy is actually, I think he's Wildasovich. I think I'm pronouncing that last name correct. He's actually half Filipino, half American. And he's got 211,000 subscribers. He's monetizing his Instagram, his Facebook, his Twitter, and, it's interesting because, look, 12 hours ago, and he's already got 23,000 views. So he's got his site, his YouTube channel monetized, plus he's selling merchandise and selling ads and doing different things. So he's making money 100% by vlogging. How cool is that? Now let me show you something that's kind of just gotten started, that's starting to make wave now. She's got 2,369 subscribers, but she's got some good views. If you look at it, last year she had 32 on a video here. She had 32,000 views. But you don't need that many views to make a ton of money. You just need to get above 1,000, really. She's monetized. Let me just, for those, so basically, what I've shown you is some young people doing it, right? Some young guys, some young gals. But look at this guy. He is closer to my age. I think I beat him by a couple years, but he's got 17,000 subscribers to his channel, and his views are fairly decent. Let me see the way he has his channel set up. Let me change to his channel. No. I can't tell without, well, oh, there it is, the views. So like 2 days ago, he's got 2,700 views. So he's doing well. He's also monetizing his channel, but he also has a website. This is a WordPress blog, and Honest is, he repurposes his contact. He has a donate form or button on his site. He's also selling an expat book, and he's an expat. And so what he talks about in his channel is basically, living the daily life in the Philippines. And I can keep on naming. So as you can see, it's quite substantial. So these folks have made a conscious effort to live life on their terms, and they're doing it. I envy the younger ones that have figured this out early on in their life. They're going to be when they get older and they look back on their life, they're going to be very happy. So let's go back. Let's go back to the slideshow. I want to show you, continue on through the details. Okay, so let's continue on with the PowerPoint. So I showed you a few examples. So what tools do you need to make this happen? It all depends on what you want to do. I mean, there's so many different ways to make money. It's a crying shame if you don't. If you want to change, or if you're happy with what you're doing and you just want to make extra income, it's not that hard to get set up and get going. And that's the key to anything that you want to be successful in. So YouTube, I showed you some examples of people using YouTube, and in combination with WordPress. They're setting up blogs, and they're selling things from them. So very, very easy to do. So let's take a look at looking into the future. From my perspective, I had some money to spend, not a ton, but I had some money when I first started out. And so I wanted to build my income streams fast, so I was willing to pay for some of the resources. But it's not required. I want to stress that. It's not required. But there are some vital things. It depends on what you go and what process you go in that I consider vital. You want to know what those are? So here are the vital resources. You have to have strong, reliable, fast hosting. I made a mistake of getting the wrong hosting many years ago, and as my site grew and got larger, it started slowing down, and it hurt me in the rankings, because by then I had rankings within Google on the first page, and by doing that, your exposure is huge. I mean, my traffic was nuts. So I ended up finding one that I think is great, and I use that on a consistent basis. In fact, I've migrated pretty much all of my sites and my client sites to that. So I use WordPress. I think WordPress is great, and I don't use WordPress on 100% of things, but I do use it on every piece of content that I try to put up. Now, I do have another system that I share with you in the bonus, but that I use to help organize. Well, I'm actually going to show you it here in a little bit. And an autoresponder. You need an autoresponder. Now, there's free ones out there, and I share with you how to find a free one. But these three are vital. You have to have these. Now, you don't have to necessarily pay for them, but setting things up on your own and getting yourself positioned, and that's the key, getting yourself positioned is a smart way to go. So, let me ask you this. Do you want a degree in internet marketing? I'm all self-taught, and it's taken me years and a lot of frustration and a lot of time spent. But I discovered 5 proven online business models that you can start for no cost. I learned how to launch a profitable online venture using only dependable free methods. You can secure these 89 simple step-by-step videos and unlock the keys to your online success. And I'm going to show you these in a minute and how cool they are. Use the experts' tried and true methods for honing in on hot niche markets that are loaded with buyers. That's the key. You want to find niches that are selling, that are popular, that are growing. And, discover a straightforward approach to set up and run an entire profit pool and affiliate marketing campaign from start to finish without having to spend any money out of pocket. Does that sound good to you? Promote digital or in-demand physical products from the web's top and respected online sellers. Uncover the free software and free online services you need to make this all work for you. Improve your chances at success and pick the business model that fits you. Turbocharge your traffic by creating solid content, which can be repurposed in various formats for massive exposure and traffic. I mentioned that earlier. I create a piece of content and I post it in a variety of different ways and to different resources, and it just increases my exposure. Gain hands-on traffic generation experience as you learn to implement 16 effective no-cost traffic methods. This course, so what I'm going to show you here in a minute is a course that has over 89 videos and 25 additional bonus videos. But this course is designed to help you get multiple sources of traffic so you aren't relying completely on one thing to get your traffic. And listen, I was relying only on Google, and it killed me after the panda slap. You learn how to scale each business model to full-time income, and that's the key, right? So what I want to do is I want to show you some examples of some sites that I have that I own personally that are working to make me consistent income and allow me to fund my fund. So let me switch right now. Hang on a second. I'm going to go show you these sites. Okay, this is a site that I own. It's called Profitable Funnels Blueprint. It's all video based, but I start off with an introduction. Then I have 9 videos that go into how to set up a profitable funnel. This is great. In fact, let me see if I cannot. Let me just click on this. I'm not logged into it, so okay. So I don't know if you can hear this.
Hey there, this is Frank.
This is how it's basically set up. Let me go back, and so all the videos, it's completely video based, so people like to consume this content. But this is just one of the sites that is doing well for me. Let me show you another one. This one's called Instagram for Business. And what I did is I basically broke up chapters of a book I wrote. And so it's really a 2-tiered product. So you can get Instagram for Business in text format. Let me just show you what one looks like. Let's go to top 10 Instagram marketing power tools. So it basically breaks down, and I have everything in here, so it's online. So it's pretty cool. So the first level is $9.95. But what I do is I offer an upsell for I think it's upsell for either $17 or $27. I'm not sure. I can't remember. And it provides a video covering that same information, but allows you to sit there and watch. So it makes it easy. So this is just another revenue stream that I have that was easy to set up. Let me show you one of my favorites. So what happened is, as I mentioned, I use WordPress, and but WordPress at times, if you're trying to do things with it, you can break it, and you can set things up and have lackluster performance with it. So what I did is I put together a ton of videos. I think there might be over 114 videos, but it covers there's 13 videos in this one, module 1, WordPress site creation. How to get a domain name, how to get it hosted, how to get it set up, how to write effective blog titles. It goes through all the details. Module 2, demographics and branding. How to get better results. Module 3, website conversions. So, how to set up your WordPress site so it converts better. Banner ads. I mean, look at this. There's so much what's this one? Traffic and engagement. How to generate traffic and engage those customers so or those prospects so they become customers. List building. Look at all these videos. Using and customizing WordPress. And what's funny is with the no-cost income streams special bonus I'm going to share with you, you learn how to do all this stuff. This stuff is not that difficult. But what happened is I was working on WordPress, and I would break it, or I wasn't getting results that I wanted to. So I investigated it, and then what I did is I just documented it in a video on a screencast, and so really cool, easy to do. So here's the no-cost income streams. I want to show you this. This is pretty cool. So this is just an introduction. It walks you through what you're going to learn, but it teaches you how to do a product launch. And this is, by the way, focused on no cost. So how to get set up with no cost to you. Look how many videos. It's just a ton. So the product launch, how to set up your autoresponder, how to set up a payment button, freelancing, how to go about using your skill set to do excuse me, how to do make money from freelancing, video marketing, how to go about from A to Z, how to get set up in video marketing, tons of videos, list building, because the money's in the list, so you have to build a list. Affiliate marketing, how to go A to Z there, a ton of different traffic methods, and how to really exploit those to generate as much traffic as possible. Because listen, that's the name of the game. You want to get people coming to it. And then there's 2 bonuses, and there's a lot of videos, and it's basically how to set up your videos and how to go about making videos, because videos, by the way, sell like crazy online. And then how to edit your images, because we're actually in a very image-driven society, and this is globally. It's not just the United States. That's why Instagram is doing so well, and engagement's so high, is people love to look at images. So it just shows you a variety of different free programs and how to use them. So let me show you. You might know this. So this is my site, and this is 100% WordPress, and I use a set of themes and plugins that are they came part of a one purchase, and oh my gosh, I love it. I'm testing out this. I had a different style last month, but I'm testing out this format, and I'm going through. But it's a cool little it's kind of going back to that visual process that I talked about, and this is at gregmears.com. So it's really easy to do. I mean, trust me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Here's a new site that I'm working on. It's called Marketing Software Tools. Set up a video, set up an opt-in form, and I go through and talk about and review and recommend and sell some of the software that I own. Obviously, as you start out, you're not going to be as involved in this, and you don't really have to do anything but start with a YouTube channel and maybe a WordPress blog. So let's go back to the PowerPoint. We're getting close to the end, and I know you've already sat on here for about 30 minutes or so. Okay, here we are back at the PowerPoint. Let me keep going. So here's a special deal for attending this webinar. The no-cost income stream normally sells for $97. I showed you that, and remember, there's 89 plus videos in it. But as a special for joining this webinar, I am going to let you have it. Okay, you're going to purchase it for $37. That is a huge deal. Over 89 videos that show you 5 different income streams that you can start for no cost. Plus, there's part of those 89 videos are a slew of how to get traffic to your income streams, so you don't have to worry about it. You just got to follow along. And then there's 25 videos that are included in 2 bonuses. One, how to set up or start doing screencasts and making videos on your desktop. And it's really easy to do. And then the second one is how to create visual, engaging pictures and artwork, and and people, by the way, people like pictures that are authentic and real. They don't like the canned, where you go to stock photos. They like real pictures of you and your lifestyle and what you're doing. So, what about the bonuses? Let me talk a little bit more about the bonuses so you can see the true value of that. So, in bonus number one, screencast and training. There's actually 11 videos, but I only listed 10 here. But we're going to show you a variety of different programs you can use for free to create videos. And it's going to show you A to Z, whether you use a Mac or you use a Windows machine, how to go about setting those up. This is tremendous. This is a great bonus and works very well with supporting your 5 income streams. Because quite frankly, you're going to start one income stream and then start the second one, start the third one, and you're going to generate revenue. By the time you're said and done, you're going to have 5 income streams that you're going to be generating revenue from. And then you can really fund your fun, right? For bonus 2, it's photo software training. So it's going to show you how to take your photos, make them snazzy, overlay them with text, make them engaging, and make people want to click on them. This is going to help your business because we are in a visual society. No matter if you're, live in the Philippines or you live in the United States or you live in Europe somewhere, we are in a society that is attracted and clicks on. It's proven just by the engagement levels that in a study that had been done about Instagram and Facebook. Let's face it, you click on things on Facebook that have a cool picture, and people like pictures of every normal day person. They don't like the stock photos. So this is really easy to do. So these are 2 bonuses that you'll get. And by now you should see in the right-hand side a link that popped up or a buy button. So you can get all this stuff. So it's like 114 videos for $37. And then you're going to have access to me. Because I'm going to be there to help you and get you running because I know the frustration and the misery when you are doing something that you don't enjoy, or you are doing something that you do like, but you know you're not going to make enough money to be able to afford the things that you want. Like for me, when I was younger, I wanted all the toys. I wanted a windsurfer, I wanted a wave runner, I wanted a boat, I wanted a cool truck, you name it. I wanted a nice house. Now things are different for me. I have become less focused on the material things, but I want a big bank account so I can go do the things that I want to do. I can go eat the foods that I want to eat. I can go travel to the places that I want to travel. I have the money for my daughters for their college, and I can take them on really cool vacations and just make lasting memories with them. So it all did. This particular product supports whatever your needs and wants are. So, definitely something that you should look into. And I urge you to do that because, you don't want to live a life that you find out your ladder's leaning against the wrong wall. So this is your opportunity. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to help you get set up. I'm going to make sure that you're successful because I know exactly what it's like to be in your situation. You may want to do what I did and just completely change everything and go travel the world and have fun doing that and make money. Or you may be happy with your job but you just need more money. And you don't see a way where you're going to make more money unless you do something out of the ordinary, which is start your income stream. So, remember, there's 5 income streams, and if you are trying to, like I said, you're in your job, you like it, but you're just not making enough money, and you have kids, and you want to go on vacations, you need to set up funds to make more money for them for college. These 5 income streams in this product is going to help you do that. So there's over 89 videos, and in part of that 89 videos are traffic videos. And this is very important because there's really three components. Having something online that's monetized, driving traffic to it, and then be able to convert. Within these 89 videos, you're going to learn how to do all that effectively for no cost. So bonus one, remember you get 11 videos, and bonus number 2, you get 14 videos. So if you want to take advantage of this, and by the way, there's a couple other bonuses, unannounced bonuses in this. But if you want to take advantage of this, you see the link here. It's not clickable. You just have to type it into your browser. But type in gregmears.com, GREGMEARES.com /yes, and it will take you to the page so you can go ahead and immediately check out. Now you also notice on the right-hand side in the chat window or somewhere around there should be a link that popped up as well. So, hopefully this is something that you find valuable, and remember, this is no cost. So I teach you how to set all this stuff up without spending money, which is hard to do. Now you can get faster results if you are willing to, get some additional resources to help you. That might cost some money. It's not terribly expensive, but you do have that avenue, and I'll share some of that with you too. So that's the offer. I think it's pretty good. And if you are interested in making additional income or income that can support your lifestyle, then the no-cost income streams is for you. So are there any questions? Let me open it up to the group. Don't worry, I won't name your name. I'll name your first name where the question's coming from. Okay, here we go. We got some questions coming in. Sally is asking, she's a complete. Does this work for people that are newbies and don't have a whole lot of skill level with technology? And Sally, let me answer you this, and I'll do that by going over to the no-cost income streams work. So let me do that. All right, that's a great question, Sally. So let me walk you through. There are literally videos on every part of the process, step by step. So for instance, you're not technology-wise, you're uncomfortable and you feel like you don't have enough of the skill set. So it walks you through. Look at this. I'll just give you an example. Look at this video. Under the product launch, how to find a free autoresponder and get it set up. So these videos walk you through step by step, and I'll actually create a form on this page because it's easy to do. So you can ask questions and I can answer them, and I might even answer them with videos, just because it's easier. Some people are more visual. But it shows you, look at here, autoresponder setup, how to set up your follow-ups, how to set up your web forms, A to Z, everything you need to do. And as I mentioned, I'm going to set up a form under this site that allows you to ask questions and get answers from me. And so hopefully that answers that question. Are there any? Oh, okay, here. What if, this is a good honest question, and I'll answer this. Mike asks, what if I find that, these videos are not for me? Well, first I'll answer it in two parts. You have a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. So within those 30 days, you will get refunded immediately. After those 30 days, I might even consider refunding you if you are that challenged and they're just not working for you, but I might ask a few questions to help you along, because ultimately my goal is to make sure that you're successful, because I want people that are similar to me, that are related from a like-minded mindset, to be successful doing this stuff. So yes, you will get a refund within 30 days. But I will work with you too. I want you to be successful. And so hopefully that answers that question. Oh, here's another question from Tim. He asked, are these only newbie or are these for, would they lead into advanced videos? So I understand the fear there. Tim, I understand the fear that, you may get into the site and realize that, you already know how to do this stuff. But I guarantee you, the traffic videos alone, and plus the tactics and techniques that you learn, you may have not heard of these before, and they work extremely well. So I think you'll find value from this. So this is really, so to answer your question, newbies are going to be able to be successful with this, as well as intermediate internet marketers. So this product works for both. So hopefully that answers that question. I have Riza asked a question about me. How did I get into this? Well, I've been doing, I mentioned to you that I started international consultant, and I've been doing that. I was doing that for the last 6 years. But what happened is I started, for instance, I was in Kuala Lumpur for about 8 months. I'd come home, after 4 to 6 weeks, and come home for a week. But it's funny because things like, the big screen TV I had, the 65-inch TV, all that stuff became less and less important. There was a shift going on that I wasn't really actually aware of. But I started enjoying learning about these cultures and eating the different foods and making friends along the way, working from coffee shops. It all became kind of part of a lifestyle for me. And, and then when I came back, and I'm from the Dallas area. I actually live on the outskirts of almost kind of country. You could consider it country, but it's fast. It's growing fast. So I don't know how long it's going to stay country, but, I sold my house, and, I live in a pretty nice apartment close to my kids, so I can see them on a regular basis. But, that shift started, and I figured out, I needed to figure out a way to do what I term fund my fun. So that's why I went online and started working online and making money. And that's what afforded me to do what I like to do. But I'm also able to, generate money so I could help with the kids' education and with doing different things. So hopefully that answers that question. But this is going to be for a limited time. This is actually an answer to a question, but all the bonuses are included on the site. There's some unadvertised bonuses that you're going to get along the way. I'm going to set up a forum so you guys can ask questions, be part of the process, and learn. And because my biggest fear is I don't want you to get frustrated. I want you to just keep at it, because I told you I'm self-taught, and I went through a lot of frustration. I broke a lot of websites. I had to figure out how to fix them, and that actually fixing some websites actually generated products for me. So it's all good. I mean, it's all part of the journey. So listen, I hope you take advantage of this offer. I'm being sincere in the fact that I want you to succeed, and I want you to live that life that you choose. And like I said, your choice might be working 9 to 5 or 8:30 to 6, coming home, doing about an hour and a half of work at night, after you have dinner with the family and do whatever you do. Or you may want to go travel the world. I don't know. I don't know what you want, but I can tell you this. If you want more money, then starting an online business and using these 5 income streams is going to help you do that. So hopefully you take advantage of this, and hopefully you enjoyed this. I will be talking to you very soon, and make sure you stay on the mailing list, because you will get exposed to some pretty cool stuff. And remember, go to gregmears.com/yes. That's GREGMEARES.com/yes. hope we see you, and have an awesome rest of the day. Or for those that are in other parts of the world and it's nighttime, have a great night. Thanks.